Hello students, this is Dr. Henry and I will be presenting part 2 of our project. This is for OAD 125, the Word 2019 End of Module Project 1. For those of you who watched video 2, we stopped off on number 7. Alright, so we're picking up here with number 7. If you missed the first one, please find the part 1 video. All right, we had just completed step 6, which was to create a bulleted list out of these 4 lines. Number 7 says change the font of the text in the bulleted list to Book Antigua. So I still have it selected and I'm going to change the font. And you can go in alphabetical order, or if you begin to type part of it, B-O-O-K, it should come up, Book Antigua. I'm going to press save because the entire text is in that font. The other part of number 7 says change the font color to dark purple text 2. So I'm going to go to my font color button, click the drop down. I think I'm on the purple row. I'm going to rest my mouse on it until I see the words that it says. So dark purple text 2 is this row, is this block here. I'm going to click it. I'm going to press save to lock it in. And then now it says to the same bulleted text, change the font size to 12. So I'm going to click the drop down in the font size, click 12, and I'm going to press save to lock that step in. Now number 8, it says shade the paragraph containing the signature line in dark purple text to lighter 80%. This is the signature line. It's the last line of text, so I'm going to triple click it, 1, 2, 3. It selects the entire line and it says to use the shading. So this paint bucket represents shading. So I'm going to click the drop down to find the color, and it says it needs to be dark purple text to lighter 80%. So as I rest my mouse on the different options until I find the one that says dark purple text to lighter 80%. That's the one. I'm going to press save to lock it in. Then it says in the same paragraph, change the spacing before to 12 point and the spacing after to 6 point. I'm going to keep it selected and I'm going to go to my spacing button on the home tab. I'm going to click the drop down and I'm going to go to line spacing options. And here it says we want to change the spacing before to 12 point and the spacing after to 6 point. So spacing before, we're going to go up to 12 point. So this is increasing the amount of space between the text in front of it and between it. And then it says after needs to be 6 point. So spacing before 12 point, spacing after 6 point. I'm going to click OK. Notice it shifted. I'm going to press save to lock it in. Next, it says number 10, insert the picture file, and that's the name of a support file, in the blank line at the bottom of the page. Now, because we have our formatting marks on, we're able to see this is the blank line at the bottom of the page. So I'm going to click my insertion point in front of that formatting mark, because remember we turned those on in video 1. And now I'm going to go to Insert tab. I'm going to go to Pictures because remember at the beginning of the project I saved the picture to my Pictures folder. This should take me to the Pictures folder, and then this is the name of that support file. If you look, I'm going to select it and say Insert. Now it did drop it to the next page, but it has been inserted. I'm going to click Save because that's a SAM step. And then it says resize the picture to a height of 0.8 inches. So I have the picture selected. I know it's selected because the sizing dots are going around it, and I have a format tab, and it says I need to change the height. Height is the top one, so I'm going to type in 0.8, enter, and then now it's small enough and I'm back on one page. I'm going to press save, and then number 11 says add a 1 point dark purple text to page border using the dashed style. So I'm going to just click anywhere on my page, and I'm going to go to the Design tab, and I'm going to go to the Page Borders button, and it says I need a 1-point dark purple text to page border using the dashed style, which it tells me which one that is. It says the third border in the style list. So here's my style list. I'm on page border, and I'm gonna click all the way up, to make sure I'm at the top of the list, because it told me to count down 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me that this is the dashed style, but because it told me it's the third one, this is the one I need to choose. Then it says that color needs to be dark purple text 2. I'm going to click color, and I'm going to rest my mouse here, dark purple text 2. It's that one. So I got the style and the color. Then it says 1 point. So my width needs to be 1 point. So I need to make sure I have all of this to get my sound points. I need 1 point. Check. Dark purple text 2. Check. Page border using the dash style, which is the third one in the style list. 1, 2, 3. Check. Now I can click. It should be automatically on the whole document. I'm going to click OK. Now I have that page border going around my text. I'm going to click Save. Then I'm on number 12, and it says check the spelling and grammar in the document to identify the correct spelling and any errors. So I'm going to go to Home tab. I like to do this. I like to say Editing, select all. Now I'm going to go to the Review tab and do my spell check. Okay, it says illness is misspelled. It says check the spelling in the document to identify and correct any spelling errors. Okay, so my final figure is here, and I'm just going to scroll down, and illness should be corrected. So the correct spelling of illness, here's the suggestion. I'm going to click on it. It changed it. Now, another thing, it says you want to correct misspelled words, but it says to ignore names. So, for example, the name of LaDonna, the last name of LaDonna, we're going to ignore. Now it says we're finished checking your selection. You want to check the rest of the document. Let's just say yes. Now it says my spell check is complete. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to press Save. All right, now it says my document should look like the final figure. I'm going to go View. And I want to view on one page so you can kind of see the whole thing. Now I'm going to scroll down to our final figure, and it looks like it looks exactly like it. So now we're ready to upload it to SAM. So I'm going to press save, and I'm going to actually close it, although you don't have to because I have this saved in my file. But before I do that, I'm going to go to SAM. And here is where we downloaded those files originally. Now I'm going to click continue. And now because I'm finished with the project, I'm ready to upload my work to SAM for grading. So I'm going to click upload. I'm going to find the document. And who knows where I put it, but it should be named. Here we go. SCWD. This is it. It says today's date and time. Let's click open. It says it's in use, so I'm going to say, okay, so I do have to close it. So I'm going to close it. And now I should be able to upload it. Okay, now Sam has uploaded my work, and I have a green check mark that lets me know it is now ready to submit. So I'm going to click submit. Now, Sam is grading my work. As it's submitting it, it's grading it. So when I get all these green check marks, which are here, now I can view my graded report. So here's my graded summary report, so I can see what did I receive on this assignment. Oh no, I have a 96 out of 100. It says resize picture to 6 inches wide. Looks like everything else is correct, so I'm going to reopen my document. Hopefully I have time on this video. I'm going to go to my document. I'm going to go to where it is. I'm going to reopen it. So maybe instead of wide, I'm going to click on it, go to format and width. For some reason, it didn't change my width, although I do remember changing that to what the instructions say, which is, if I can get back to my instruction file, it said that that picture should be changed to 6 inches wide, and I do thought I clicked save on that, but I don't know if something happened where it undid it. So I'm gonna click my picture again. So to correct my errors, because you have 3 attempts for every assignment, I'm gonna click on the picture. I'm gonna go back to that format tab. I'm gonna go to the width area and type 6 and press enter, and then I'm gonna press save, although you can't see until I minimize it. Okay, so I clicked on the picture, I went to my format tab, I typed in 6 inches, I pressed enter to lock it in. Now I'm gonna press save to lock it in. And so now I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna close it and then reopen it to make sure that it now says 6 inches. So I'm gonna go back to where I have it saved. I'm gonna reopen it because I'm checking to make sure I wanna get all my points. So this is the document opened again, and I hope I have enough time left. Okay, now I'm going to I'm gonna click the picture, and I'm gonna go to the format tab, and it is 6 inches. So this is width, because the directions say resize the safety first picture to a width of 6 inches. This is width, 6 inches. I'm gonna press save again. Now I'm gonna close it. And now I need to re-upload my work, because now I've made a change that should help me get 100, because I want 100, not a 96. So I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna go back to Sam, and it says resubmit. So I'm gonna click resubmit. I'm gonna upload, find my document again where I saved it, submit. It is now graded again because I have 3 attempts. I'm gonna look at my second grade report. Now I have 100. So if you did all the steps with me, you too should have a 100 on this assignment. The system is designed to take the highest grade. So for example, in my first attempt, I received a 96, and in my second attempt, I received 100. So the 100 is what will be recorded in Blackboard if I were a student. So if you did all this assignment with me, you should have a 100 as well. Also, you should be prepared now to do a project on your own. Thanks for watching. Bye.